To survive in the harsh wilderness of Alaska, fighting with the beasts gathered in the Arizona forest, and fighting the siege of the Europeans, the red-haired soldiers have created extraordinary weapons that have never been seen anywhere else in the world. These smart tools, powered by a surprising speed of the speed of a gun, are capable of landing high-flying birds on the sky and animals with the strongest wings underground. These weapons represent the common skills of local engineers. Join us in this special video when we reveal the most mysterious weapons of the Red family that you may not have heard of. Gunslinger. Although famous as a local weapon among the first Canadian tribes in North America throughout the United States and Canada, the original development of gunslinger is still a mystery to historians. They were first used in the late 17th century, but became prominent in the tribes in the northern Bin Nuyen as the Lakota tribe in the middle of the 19th century. Many people believe that the indigenous tribes were inspired by the European gunpowder. The tribes met British, French, and local soldiers who were impressed by the way the gunfire, once the bullets were fired, could be reversed and used as a very necessary weapon. Some historical sources show that the tribes took the firefighting guns from the victims and turned them into weapons of the fire. However, the holes that are drilled deep to hold the firefighting gun's mechanism will make the firefighting guns temporarily easily broken. Moreover, no warfighting gun was found in the excavations that showed that they were created by disassembling firefighting guns. They lack the holes for the key and gun barrel and are often as flat as a sheet of cloth. Another interesting hypothesis is that the Mayan gun and the European gun of the 16th century inspired the design of the gun-shaped gun. Designers may have found a way to catch the terror caused by the Mayan gun by creating similar-shaped guns. By carrying these guns with a shape similar to the Mayan gun, the American Indian tribes may have taken a psychological advantage over the opposing tribes in the war. The third hypothesis, which was supported by some historians and some groups of activists for the Reds, is that the design of the gun-slinging gun is completely a coincidence and has been developed independently for a long time before the Europeans came. Along with other local weapons known for their powerful power, such as the ball-head gun and sword-head shield, the gun-slinging gun plays an important role in the war between different Reds. These war knives are usually made of hard wood such as wood, leather, copper, or barbed wood, depending on the region. The gun's shape is about 0.9 to 1.4 kilo and can create powerful blows thanks to the small, sharp knife. The knife's damage is usually increased by attaching a short or one to many knives near the blade. The blades of these knives can be made from firewood, bamboo, or iron. The inspiration for the heart-shaped blade can come from the ancient European weapon with a long handle and the sharp blade called sponton. The fact that European settlers imported knives from iron and steel to Indian tribes across the United States may have promoted the popularity of the gun-shaped blade. For example, a gun-shaped gun was captured by the Red Rose Red Cross by the 19th century found with 3 sharp knives, manufactured by Lamson and Gorkin OVD, was given the license on March 6, 1860. These guns are often decorated with bronze and captured complex patterns or complicated models. The gun-shaped bow is a valuable weapon in close combat. Heavy bow heads, often made of hard wood or thick ice, can stick to the dead bodies, while the shape of the bow's corner allows for both stabbing and cutting. Even have metal or metal blades attached to the head of the gun, increasing the damage. In addition to practical use, the gun image is also a symbol of art and art. Many guns are caught in the eye with sculptural patterns, animal patterns, or symbols of the family, showing the quality and achievement of the owner. The most exquisite guns are usually for the commander and high-ranking soldiers, sometimes decorated with fur or other decorative elements. Warcraft is definitely one of the weapons of the Red Nation that you may not have heard of. Warcraft is a type of weapon used by many ethnic and indigenous nations in North America. The name of the Warcraft, tomahawk, originates from the word tamahek in Powhatan, has an origin from the word tama in Proto-Algonquin, meaning tools. Since long before Europeans set foot on this continent, the Red Nation has cleverly created warcraft with stones, machining them with, and the wood is firmly attached to them by a wire. The convenience and effectiveness of the wood is quickly led to the fact that the tribes in the south and in the east use it widely. The local craftsmen have created a unique feature for the wood by creating a hole on the face opposite the wood, which can be attached to a hammer, or even a drug holder. These creative designs are called drug holders, including a head with a leaf on the hole and a wide body. Later, European and American craftsmen produced these warships as exchange goods with value and diplomatic gifts for tribes. The original design of the warship is equipped with blades made of stone or round, sometimes even cacti. Scientists noted that the warhead is usually less than 60 centimeters long, according to tradition made from hard wood such as stone, marble, or wood. The blade is heavy from 255 to 567 grams. The sharpness is usually not 2. The face of the stone is called a stove, can be used as a convenient hammer, a sharp stick, or simply bent. Starting from the 17th century, some stone quarries had one more hole to put the blade of the knife on the stick, and a hole in the middle of the stone to allow the blade to be sucked through the metal head. Making stone quarries is a process that requires a lot of effort. It takes a lot of patience. First, you need to choose a suitable type of stone. After that, it is finely ground into the shape desired by using harder stone or tools made from tar. The saw blade is ground through the grinding and beating process, usually using other soft or soft-boiled materials. When the warhead is perfectly shaped, it is attached to a piece of wood for sure by different methods. Some of the fibers are fixed by splitting the two ends and putting the head of the fiber in, while the other fibers are tightened with the tendon, skin, or plant strand. The final product is a very effective and versatile tool, ideal for self-sufficient work, and wood and meat to fight close combat. The sword of 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 the sword is a sharp weapon that was once used by Native American tribes. Made from the sword of the lion, the cow, the horse, or the bear, these swords are often worn to hold better. The sword is decorated with symbols that have an important meaning for the tribe, turning each sword into a unique work of art. Although it has a rough origin, the bone marrow is very effective in close combat, and is capable of stabbing enemies' chest. In some regions, the bone marrow of large marine animals such as elephants, sea lions, or sea lions is also used. The process of making a bone marrow is complex and takes time to require skill and great patience. The first bone is cleaned and cut off, then dried under the sun. After processing, it is carefully shaped and polished. The teeth are usually kept intact to form a toothed tongue. The white bone is a work of art, reflecting the ingenuity and cultural heritage of the creator. The white bone is heavy and provides powerful power, while its shape allows the circle to naturally create powerful blows or weapons or shields of the opponent. The bone is used by many tribes in the Northwest, including Haida, Lingit, and Kwakwaka'wakw. These bones are often decorated with complex patterns or patterns that reflect the family, or personal achievements of the owner. Some of the statues were even carved into the form of emeralds or other precious materials, increasing their value and reputation. In addition to being used in battle, the statue of Xuanzang also played an important role in cultural festivals and rituals. Sometimes they are used in performances or displayed in Polish festivals, symbolizing wealth and social status. The combination of powerful and sophisticated strength and the form of kung fu decoration makes Xuanzang not only a weapon of the world, the result is that the cultural objects are respected. In the AZ culture, the Tet knife is a beautiful and dangerous knife made of firewood or bamboo, with a blade shape with two sides and long heads. Both heads can be made round or sharp, although some designs include a knife attached to the edge. Often described in clear colors, the top half of the Tet knife is red, symbolizing blood, while the rest is white, symbolizing a blade with firewood. What are the most outstanding and effective materials such as brick? This volcanic rock, formed by the quick cooling of lava, has been used for thousands of years to create some of the most accurate and most reliable tools that people know of. The process of creating a stone with a complicated and delicate brick requires great skill and patience. First, you need to find a suitable piece of brick, which is often originated from stones near the volcano, or exchanged with other tribes. The stone is sharp and carefully sharpened. using harder stones or tools made from rubble, gradually creates the desired shape. These test-carved knives are not only a real tool, but also powerful symbols of the Awayet culture, showing both artistic and effective personality. The sharpness of the knife and the hardness of the crystal make the stone-cutting knife a tool that is extremely effective for many jobs. From peeling skin and cutting meat to cutting trees and even performing surgical procedures, the bottle-shaped knife is indispensable. They are not only a practical tool but also high value and symbol of the field. Some knives are made of tin and decorated with complex patterns or carved with materials such as copper, increasing their attractive appearance. Traditional Tet knives are used to make people. The Ajet monks use it to scratch the chest of the victims of the disaster, taking their hearts as a sacrifice for the gods. This is considered to bring good fortune to mankind and is one of the most common economic procedures among the Az people. Among the various kinds of knives, some are caught by superstition to hide the human economy. A remarkable design with a long head with a cut-off nose of weapons, creating a rustic symbol for its purpose. Of the few Tet-style knives left, people can find images of the gods decorated on the knife. Atlas washing equipment. Atlas is used to achieve higher speed when blowing or flying. It usually includes a main body with a hook or a rod at the head to help and push the Lao away. Atlas is usually as long as the user's hand, allowing people to accumulate energy while throwing it, turning it into a powerful weapon. To use, people hold Atlas near the head of the hook, place the head of the Lao on the hook, or hold it on the rod. The Lao tree is much longer than Atlas, and is held parallel to it but facing the opposite direction. Users hold the Lao with their thumbs and fingers, while the other fingers hold Atlas tight.